ain't fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change, I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness, I just wanna be greatness, I just wanna be greatness, I just wanna be greatness. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate, bitch, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche.
Hello, 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 everybody.
Hello.
Dree, I see ya. You was first tonight. Indico was
Yes,
second. And apologies because that last comment, Dree, I read that as if the word showing had a C in it. And I thought, what the hell? Do you see her comment?
Mm-mm.
It says,
know.
I'm showing a cat toy. So I apologize if I miss anyone. I somehow put a C in the word sewing. Screw. Yeah, I read that really bad. I did. Hey, Mocha, LTT's in the house. Little Mocha, Rhonda, what you doing? Or Rando, that's what we got to call her over here. Combination of, Rando. Hey, Amanda. What's everybody doing tonight? It's Friday. It's a good thing. I always think it was Saturday.
You did?
Yeah, that's horrible. I always think it's Saturday, and it's not Saturday. It's Friday.
It's Friday. I kind of feel like today was Saturday, too.
Yeah, weird. I was like, oh, good thing Rando put that in chat. I was like, it's Saturday. And she's like, how's everybody doing this Friday? I was like, oh, it is Friday, isn't it? Oh, Mocha Reddit is I'm sewing a cat. Yeah. Well, I totally, screwed up the sewing part. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh, Rhonda, that's what I recuperated from grocery shopping today too. LTT got one more day of work. Ooh, almost your weekend.
Y'all, I have been doing the pickup orders from Walmart and I am in love. You sit and shop in the convenience of your own home and
Mm-hmm.
then you go pick it up.
Mm.
Which
Ah,
really
Triego.
really surprises me that they don't charge for that. Because think about it, a lot of people are doing that now, and I mean they're spending a lot of money having their employees shop for us, but they don't get
Okay,
anything out of it.
well, look at it like this. They're not paying that many cashiers. They're charging now if you want to use a little express line to check out your own items. So that's crazy anyway. So,
They
they're doing
what?
that. There's an express lane you can use if you pay a little monthly, like a monthly subscription to
Express
Walmart.
Lane at Walmart?
Yes, ma'am.
I've not seen
We
that.
yes. And you can check out. There's usually no lines or anything. It's like a premium thing. It's crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. Well, so they're not paying the cashiers. They have less
Mm-mm.
people in the stores because their employees are the ones shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit easier to catch some of the theft that happens.
Yeah.
You're probably saving money actually.
I don't know.
Oh, I
I
don't
just
know.
know I love it.
I think that I'd be like, no, that's not good because you want people to come in the store for those
Yeah.
impulse buys.
Right.
That's the whole reason you got all that stuff by the registers, and boy, Walmart packs it in. Those are all impulse buys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me grab that. Your kids, all those candy bars. Oh my goodness, they got them stretched out. Yeah, they've lost a lot of jobs. They have. Hey, True Seeker. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. But that's what they want to do, I guess. I mean, they push those little carts around there. Well, they're not little, they're big.
No, they're big.
And like you're dodging them, and they're ruthless. I don't know about anybody else's Walmarts, but around here, they're ruthless with those things, man. Like I'm like, excuse me, I'm shopping. What are you doing? I mean, they'll run and they get irritated with you, and it's like, wait a minute here.
Right.
This is, you know, what happened to customer service? I mean, I understand you shopping for another customer, but I'm actually a customer in here shopping. Please don't run me over with that
Right.
thing. Like, come on. It's like they have to go in there. Yeah, you impulse bought sourdough bread bowls and a loaf of 4 cheese bread at the grocery store. See, you wouldn't even have that if you hadn't gone in there. So you're saving yourself. The store is losing out. I mean, you can't check out the clearance items.
That's true.
Anything.
I love me some clearance stuff.
I know.
Clearance,
I'm big.
clearance.
When it comes to clearance, I'm right. I'm all about it. Whether I find
Mm-hmm.
anything or not, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Eliza. Hey, Archangel.
Hey, everybody.
Those cars have a mind of their own. Well, they got a mind of their own when the person behind them is just pushing it as fast as they can and they come right at you. Oh, that's what it is, Sassy. Now, scan and go is what it's called at Walmart. You check your stuff as you put it in the cart. I use my own bag, so it's bagged. I just have to hold my phone to the register, and it's Walmart Plus.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Rhonda, that's exactly right. You go in for 4 things and you come out with 2 bags. Well, if you only came out with 2 bags, you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to do away with that self checkout. They really do.
I like self checkout.
Yeah, I do too. Well, I do, but here's the really shitty part is they went and all the self checkouts now are 15
Mm-hmm.
items. 15 items or less. Are you
What?
serious? No,
Are you
yes, yes.
serious?
Yes, I'm not kidding you. I'm like, this is really jacked
Oh,
up.
that's gonna piss me off.
Because now I'm purchasing more items. I'm getting punished and I have to wait in this line for your
Right.
slow cashier. Oh my word.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, okay, let's see how this rolls. Well, the last time I was in there, I had more than 15 items. And that guy just said, oh, here's the one open right here. I was like, ah, thank you. I self-checked it out. I sure did. You told me to go. I did it. I mean, so,
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't say nothing. I would be like, I got more than 15. I was
Now
like,
you're talking about the self checkout is now 15 items or less.
yes, ma'am. Every single one of ours, and we've got a lot because it's the new, how they've gone in and redone most of the Walmarts.
Uh huh.
All they're all set up around the perimeter of the registers where
There's
they
our
have.
Iris and our
Hey,
Indica.
hello, hello, Indica Bean. She was in here earlier. You
I
didn't
know,
see
but
her?
I hadn't spoke to her yet.
Oh,
I was trying. I'm multitasking. You know how I do.
I know. A lot more
She
people try to use
says,
self a bunch
"Huh?
of it. Yeah, yeah, but we got so many self checkouts. Doesn't matter. You know, there's so many self checkouts. There's an absorbent amount of self checkouts. Are you telling me that most of your customers are coming in and only buying 15 items or less? Not from what I see. Not from what I see. And carts are, full. You know, I don't know why they're gonna do that with make them like that. Yeah, and I kind of hate the self checkout too, but then I like it at the same time because you can bag your stuff the way you want and put it in there. Of course, we did the Aldi rent, huh?
I take, you can take your time and make sure that everything's ringing up right. I can't stand it. I got to make sure everything is ringing up right.
Yeah. Well, when they ring up my stuff, I always check it,
I
and
do
they hate it
too,
though.
but sometimes they go too fast.
Oh no, I watch, man. Look, I'm all over that stuff because I use the coupon real bad, real bad. I
Well,
can't ever do anything a little bit. You know what I mean? So you go in there with your big old binder and it all organized. You
I see you
know,
coming.
oh, they look. The store managers knew me. Okay, they literally they were so most the ones that I went to, my regular stores that I'd go to, they were so sweet. And they're like, oh hey, yeah, you're doing big shopping again. I was like, yep, I'm here. And they're all right. Well, they would wait for me to come up and they would open a lane just for me to come through because I'd have so much stuff and so many coupons.
Right,
And they knew that there'd be times that I would have to do multiple transactions and they'd let me do it. You know, but you had to be in good with the managers. There was a time that wipe ups, this is when we were doing foster care real big. They had Pampers wipe ups, which I don't normally get Pampers wipe ups. I usually get the Huggies ones, but these were on sale for 99 cents. And it's the bluish green box, I don't know, 80 count or something. I think it's 80, or maybe it was 120. So it was a decent size, right? They were on sale for 99 cents, and then I had the coupon 50 cents off, so it made them 49 cents a box.
right,
And, that's a really good deal. And especially for, I mean, we constantly had kids coming in and out, babies, all kinds, right? Wipe
right.
ups, no matter what age, you need wipe ups in your car when you have kids. That's it. So every vehicle we had wipe ups in
Mhm.
it. We'd have different diaper bags because you'd have one for visitations. We'd have ones for when we went to the doctor. I mean, and then each child, it's crazy, but um, because they were really hard to keep on the shelf.
Right,
Uh, they're always sold out, so I went and special ordered a bunch of them. And I mean, I got like 100 of them. Like I went big time, right? And the manager, he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna have them in the back for you. What time are you gonna come in?" And they had to hide them. And then when I went in, he's like, "Okay, I got you." He's like, "Come on," and they escorted me from the back to the front. He said, "Get everything you need, and then we will come out. We're not going to come out until you're ready to pay, because
aw,
if not, people would be trying to take them out of the cart."
yeah,
So I went up there with all of them, and they took every single coupon. They did everything. I was like, oh man. But like I said, the manager, I was in good with them, and you know, had that rapport, and they knew I did foster care.
Right.
And the employees there, they're like, "Oh, hey, you're the one who does foster care, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they go, "Yeah, you
Mhm.
got a bunch of kids," because they also would have to order the formula for me, and we
Yeah.
had to have NeoSure for three babies, and he
Right.
would special order get that in there for me and have it. So that was awesome. But yeah, they saw me coming. I mean, I can't do anything just a little. I have to go excessive with it. But
Right.
I don't keep her anymore because they don't have. I mean, it's a full-time job. Right? It takes a lot to do it to that degree, especially when you're buying in bulk, so to speak, because
Mhm.
had a house full of kids, and then you have to make sure that they have comfort foods.
Mhm.
Um, for foster kids, and there are things such as comfort foods. Like always make sure you have mac and cheese, top ramen, peanut butter and jelly, corn dogs. There's just saying some things that you may not think you need to have in your pantry at all times,
Right.
but you do,
Mhm.
and you have to have that variety because you never know what their comfort food is going to be. But
Right.
usually you can't go wrong with mac and cheese, you know, peanut butter and jelly. Always make sure that's on hand. Just, we had one kiddo who liked ketchup sandwiches.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what they want. That's what they get. So yeah, we have to buy in quote unquote bulk. What. Most people do. I
Yeah.
mean, shoot, we went to Aldi's today, and oh my gosh, oh goodness, I'm like, oh, good golly, they had to. I don't usually get sugary cereals, but
Mhm.
they had the blueberry cereal for $1.19 a box, and it's family size.
What?
Exactly. I said, "Oh," and I grabbed some. And my husband looked at me. He goes, "Of course you are." And I said, "It's $1.19." He goes, "Okay." So I grabbed 6 boxes of that. I sure did. And they'll be
Absolutely.
gone by next weekend. They'll be gone. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Don't knock ketchup. You like sandwich? I don't like ketchup sandwiches, but he liked them. Hey, stars. What's everybody doing tonight? What are y'all doing? This is Friday. 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 Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, a little bit of gossipy drama news.
What?
Uh, I was pointed out. Old Buckeye over there is really trying to dodge the bullet. Did you know that?
Mm-mm. What's she doing?
Mm. Well, apparently she's like going on about being accused of things when she hasn't done. You know, making little comments here and there. And somebody was in there and picked up on it. I said, "Oh,
Hmm.
okay." Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay.
LTT. Does he like that? He like that stuff? Blueberry cereal. Mm. I'm gonna tell you this: somebody in my house will eat it. That's
They
usually the
really
goal.
will.
There's somebody may not like what you get, but somebody else will sit there and eat it. It's not a problem.
Yep.
hmm Yeah, stars. That's right. Oh, fuck eye. Yes. But I did catch where she had said, well, everybody makes mistakes and blah, 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 blah. Oh, Sonia, why don't you just admit to what you've done, honey? You sure haven't admitted it and apologized about anything, so I'm not worried about what you say, honey, about making mistakes and moving on. Well, that must be nice. You can fuck somebody up and move on, huh? Sorry about my language,
It's okay.
but I'm not gonna let you weasel out of that one. I'm just not. I'm not ready to move on and let it go.
Nope.
Just saying. I could go on about that forever, but I'm not gonna let it get me down. I'm not the one who did the porn revenge now. Yeah, my Sonya. Mm-mm. Or perp Diddy. Oh, and apparently a little bit more drama here, guys. Just a little bit, and then we'll just move on to lighter talk. Um, there was Queen OG went and she posted that thing on there um a while back about her, or well, I'm sorry, she didn't, because she's in the coma. Um, YouTube did. YouTube YouTube Legal has taken over her channel.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all know that? And they're running her channel now, and yeah. So, but apparently, I think it updated on something, and somebody thought it had just come through, and I was like, no, this was up there a little bit ago. Um, let me see here. Let me add that one. Okay, I'm gonna show you this one. This was for anybody who didn't see this before. I thought we had shared this. Now, maybe not, because I don't see where I had it on there. And this Queen OG person, whoever they are, they look really happy there. They're nice and sunny. They're
Mm-hmm.
so bright, you know. It's sad that it's an unfortunate situation at this time. But if you can read that, it says, from YouTube Legal, we have taken over this channel. This woman is disabled and in a protected class and not to be ridiculed. She is having a hypoxic event during her last few streams, as she states, and adds a disclaimer. Ignoring TOS will result in being persecuted. MB YouTube add her husband.
Not prosecuted, but persecuted.
And MB and add, okay. Um, there's a few things there that, to me, it's a little telling that it may not actually be YouTube legal. I would hope that someone on YouTube legal would be educated enough to spell check, at least,
Right.
punctuate, and perhaps write YouTube correctly. It's just a guess, but who knows? Maybe, I guess it
Yeah,
takes all kinds.
okay, so that was the statement that we counted 11 grammatical,
That,
punctuation,
no,
spelling.
I don't think it was that one.
Yeah, it was, because
Are
I
you
counted
sure?
them myself.
Because you got the extra. I don't know. There's a lot there. It's crazy. Um, but who knows, y'all? Maybe that is YouTube doing that. It might be. It could be. It could be YouTube.
Well,
Oh, it's not husband. What's it say? See, it's so loud. Oh, it's
it
not.
says
It's so little. I can't.
Hubnand. Hubnand.
Hubnand. Hubnand. Oh, I guess maybe we're in a different country now. Hubnand. Oh,
Told you,
golly,
I
dang, did
found,
we
I
catch that
found who
mistake?
found it, woman.
That's probably 12.
No, that's 11.
Oh my goodness. Hubnand. That's right, because I remember you saying, you got some land. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. If you'll buy it, I'll throw in the Golden Gates for free.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure this channel creator would be devastated to know that YouTube Legal is on her YouTube page taking it over. And as soon as she comes out of that coma, I'm going to make sure to let her know. You need to contact YouTube, because for sure someone else wouldn't be doing this, because pretending you're someone that you're not Um, guess what, guys? That's against TOS.
Hmm.
Sure is. It is against terms of service. Well, he did put a few periods in there, but I don't even know if they're in the correct spot. Yeah, her lawyer said don't cancel the memberships. Don't do that.
Oh my gosh, y'all can't make this shit up.
Mm-mm. No, you can't. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, at least she looks real happy there.
Hmm.
It's just sad times, y'all. Just sad, sad times. Mm. Eliza, can I show that one that you sent me? That's right. It might get persecuted. Yeah, I know. Well, we don't know. There'll be somebody else, I'm sure. She'll figure it out. Or, I mean, somebody will figure it out. If y'all want to take over a channel, there's one over there. You can take it over, I guess. Dre said she was typing that as you said it. You can't make this shit up. Hmm. Yeah. And so, we got this, so, that little situation over there. We're still waiting to see if she pulls through and all. And, meanwhile, back at the home basement, Patong! There you go.
Oh, basement.
Yeah, I mean, mm, mm, mm. Look
Meanwhile,
at her go.
back at the ranch.
Back at the home ranch basement here. Mm, yeah. Pigeon looking good these days. Looking good. Looking good, Pigeon. Okay. There we go. Teresa, oh my God. Oh, she did lose 30 pounds? Yeah, that's after the 30-pound loss. The headband for you? Well, the only thing missing, the only thing missing would be the little Wepsy.
Look, on her live, was it yesterday morning? Or might have been this morning. She talked about how she kind of did like a recap of how she came to YouTube, and she said that that the reason that she did was to clear her name. Does anybody know what that was about? Because I wasn't around then.
I have no one. Oh, I saw LTT. We'll warn you next time.
I hope you had your depends on.
Hmm. Okay, warning. Here it comes. Boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Look at them. They're just
Doug.
two peas in a pod there. Look at that. Two peas in a pod. And we can't forget.
Oh yeah.
Cannot
Pencil,
forget.
pencil dick nose.
I'm telling you. Sad, isn't it? Mm. Whoops. Whoops. Take the flies off.
Are you in here? Jilly with the willy.
Hmm. Remember the Timu packages and the blue light. Oh, see, I didn't listen to her. Hey, just gone. How are you? I don't know. To say what wasn't true. I don't know. What are you talking? I know again. Hey, you got poor bombed by the flies.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. What was not true? I have no clue.
I think they're talking about the Doug situation, which I don't really know what. Oh, I think somebody's saying that she had sent nudes to Doug, and yeah, I think that's what it
Oh,
was about.
that's been going on for a while though, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what she said. The reason that she came to YouTube was that she had not planned to do like lives and stuff, but it just took off.
Oh, oh, okay. Well. Not I, said the fly. Oh,
Oh, I'm so
mm-mm.
sorry. There she is. You say her name and she appears.
there's, there's her. There's her.
You missed it, Ert. You need to rewind just a couple seconds. She only sent nuds. Okay. There you go.
There you go, Earth. You didn't have to rewind. It's right there for you. No. Oh, really? So she admitted to that. Oh, stars that is shameful part of my YouTube history. Well, you didn't know what kind of person he was when you were a mod for him. You found out along the way. You can't help that. Look what the fly drag. Oh, Dree. Oh, she said, look what the fly dragged in. Earth.
And then Ert called me an asshole.
Why she call you an ass? What? No,
Oh.
she did. Where did she do that? No, she didn't. She did not, Charlie
What
girl.
was she
She
calling
called
me?
you an a-hole. Get
What
it
is
right.
that? What is that?
It's an a-hole. It's a hole in the shape of an A. Come on now. Don't look. Don't be putting words in her mouth.
Hey,
You
mess with
put
me
two.
and I'm gonna put your pumpkin in here.
Oh, that pumpkin is very inappropriate.
Oh, you gotta show
That
it. I mean,
it
it
is
can't be
not.
more inappropriate than two flies fucking.
Oh my gosh, Charlie girl, language. You know we don't talk about that kind of stuff around here. That's just so inappropriate. I
We
mean,
don't.
come on.
We just watch it.
I'm gonna have to delete that out of here because look, that'll be one that you post at an inappropriate time. And be like,
Hmm.
oh snap. Oh.
I'm so sorry. I keep yawning. Dress is inappropriate.
Look, she's an a-hole. Look, they gonna make me do it. They're gonna make me do it.
Hmm.
All right, guys. This is late at night. This is a check for adults only. But I think this may be what she was referencing you as, Charlie girl. Somebody put that
That's
out.
a pumpkin,
I
y'all.
I said, oh my gosh, that's horrible. That is oh, that may have been what she was referencing when she said the A. I don't know. Oh
I
yeah,
think
A
so.
anyhow.
Rondo.
See,
That is a flying fuck. Is what that was.
I know, Drew. It ain't right. See, I'm telling you. I was like, oh my gosh, I saw that, and of course, I had to share it. I was like, look at this. I wish I could take claim for that, but I cannot. It is not my idea. That's not my pumpkin. Not my a-hole. You know what I'm saying? Cannot take credit for that one.
Oh, it was
I did.
very. I'm sorry, Archangel.
What's the matter?
I had
Oh,
a date, so
I know.
you know.
Look, this lady swears off men, but she got more boyfriends than I can count. How does that happen? She says, don't be judging. So I'm not judging. I'm just
Don't
envious.
judge.
I'm not judge. Just envy. I just have envy. Uh, you're gonna do that.
Look, I have a requirement. They have to be, you know, shorter than my armpits.
Dang, Charlie girl. That's short.
Mm-hmm.
That's real short. Hmm.
Yeah. What are you trying to say? Because I'm short.
Yeah.
Oh, he was all excited when we was getting ready to go into the restaurant. I grabbed his arm and I said, "Here, let's uh, walk in here like we're somebody." He was grinning from ear to ear.
Aw, he loves you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No.
Dog. No thanks, little devil.
Oh yeah, she's going back to the whole who Perp Diddy sent her pictures to. It was Doug.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's ever said show the proof. I'll be curious. I don't know. I don't know. Don't have a clue on that one. Boy, oh boy, Charlie girl, Charlie girl, Charlie girl. What a day. You know, we had to go to the bank first thing this morning. And
Um, I did not know that.
yeah. Well, they seem to have lost a good little chunk of check that was put in the bank.
Really?
And yeah, and we have different, like different accounts and stuff. So my husband had gone to the one bank and, it's close. So you can actually get there and walk in and do what you got to do. And he's like, he had gone in there and they were like, there was a big chunk of money missing. And he's like, excuse me? So he's like, he had come home flying mad. He was like, I can't believe this, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, look, I'm sure it's a simple mistake. This is what you got to do, da, 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 right? Well, he wanted to go in person. He because I kept saying, just call them over the phone. They'll get straight. Nope, I want to see their face when they have to apologize to me because they lost my money. I said, okay. And sure enough, he got all the information. I told him, hey, make sure you get this, 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 and go in. Sure enough, they had to go and they found the money. They had put it in somebody else's account, and
They put in the
the
wrong
numbers,
account.
yeah, the numbers didn't match at all when he was close. And my husband looked at him and said, do you have another so and so, by chance, and she's like, no. She says, if we did, that would make a little more sense. Oh shit,
Right.
and I was sitting there, and she was like, so I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I said, you know what, we're human beings, we make mistakes, it's okay, just as long as we can get that fixed, we'd like our money back.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. Some people
And,
don't pay that close of attention.
oh well, we got to. I mean, I can't afford for money to come up missing.
Mm-mm.
I mean, oh my gosh, it was a good little chunk, and I
It's
was like, look,
amazing that they found it though. And they
well,
found it
they
quite
didn't.
quickly, so that kind of would make you think,
Well, because
hmm.
they had the check and the check number, and it was through that bank.
Mm-hmm.
So it was through that bank, and then it was deposited at that bank, so it made it a whole lot easier. So it was all in house. And I was
Yeah.
like, here you go. Tell me where that check is. Where's all that money from this check? And then, oh, and of course, the person who ended up having it didn't say anything. She's like, well,
Mm.
I'm getting ready to call him now. So I was like, okay, you do what you gotta do, but I'm not worried about it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, it happened. Oh, they put it in your dad's new wife's account. Oh no. Oh well, you better pull it back out and give it to me. I don't care where you put it. I don't care who spent it. You still owe me that money. Good
Right?
thing you got insurance, you know. FDIC to the rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we had to do that, and we had to go get the pick up the log splitter, had a couple errands to run, went to the grocery store, came back and got dog food, and we just were all over the place today.
Did you?
hmm We was wiped out. We got home at 3:30 just in time to unload and put everything away and for me to sit down real quick and smoke a cigarette before the kids got home. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been gone all day.
You
Ooh,
didn't
yeah,
have
to see?
little man today?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you took him
hmm
with you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We took him with, of course. I mean, I'm sure he could hang here by himself, but I mean, he's only 2.5. I mean,
Right.
might be trouble for that. He'd be devastated. He'd be so sad if he was ever left alone. Oh my gosh. I mean, he can get his shoes on the right feet every time, but
hmm
he'd be a little hungry. He'd be trying to Kroger. Everywhere was a madhouse today. It was busy everywhere we went. Like, oh my gosh, good golly almighty. And of course, it's a busy weekend here. You know, garage sales and stuff.
Garage sales?
hmm
You going to them or you having one?
No, they have 'em. They have a bunch of them around.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Oh, they don't. They don't. Kroger doesn't have them. They don't have birthday cookie cakes, huh? Well, I know, like Brookshire's and Brookshire Brothers usually have them. Or Brookshire's does, anyways. Trying to think, Brookshire Brothers. Brookshire Brothers, if you go to a big enough one, they'll have them. Like Huntsville has a big one. They usually have a lot of stuff there. But you could also HEB, I think, might have them. They got a lot of cake stuff in there. They got a nice little cake section at the bigger HEB, the super HEB, HEB Plus, I think they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did everybody survive Halloween, y'all? And
I didn't even notice that it happened.
mm, yeah, well, I didn't either. You don't have Kroger's there. Kroger's here is pretty nice. We got Kroger's, Albertsons, Tom Thumb, HEB, Brookshire Brothers, and then all the subsidiaries of those two stores. And then, of course, your Walmart, your Target, and all those.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of other kind of grocery store. Fiestas, you know. Mer- what's the other one called? That's another Hispanic store. Get a Halloween one for my brother's birthday today. Oh, happy birthday to your brother. King Supers might have been Kroger. Yes, Kroger. Yeah, it's their kickoff store, whatever you want to call it. Kings.
Hmm. I never heard of that.
They have. Really, they got them in Kentucky, but it's like a discount store. Of course, we have Aldi's, and
Mm-hmm.
Trader Joe's. And I do like Trader Joe's. I like to go there. They got some good stuff. You only have Kroger, no other chain? Oh no. You only got one grocery store? Oh, that's not good for prices. It usually means your prices are set higher, more like a C store. Your King Supers, yeah. Yeah. Beaumont's got a lot of stores there though. Beaumont's a pretty good size area. You do a lot of work down there. Oh yeah, Dillon's. I've heard of Dillon's. Ooh, you have 5 Krogers, but you don't have anything else. Oh man, Safeway. Yeah, I grew up with Safeway out there on the West Coast. Man, they did. Kroger ran them out, huh? That's crazy. Hmm. Yeah. See, we got Sam's Club, which, if you remember, at Sam's Club, you could get gas for $2.21 a gallon.
Really?
That's, yeah. I was like, ooh, that's a good price, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm. I don't know. I like to have my variety of stores because every store has their different sales and different specials and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you have the Berkshire and Berkshire brothers, and they started out as their dad actually started the store. Well, when the dad passed away, the brothers, his 2 sons, ended up arguing and got in this big fight. And so what they did was they divided and they said, okay, you take this and I'll take these. We're going to be Berkshire and you'll be Berkshire Brothers. And they had all these guidelines into you can't open a new store within so many miles of one of the other stores. I mean, they had all this stuff and it was, bad juju. you know,
Mm-hmm.
they had it out for a while. It's gotten a lot better now, but, um, there's very few places where you'll find those stores in close proximity.
Hmm.
Um, which Spring Market is a small step down store, and it's Brookshire's, and they also have Super One is Brookshire's. Those all fall under Brookshire, and David's was bought out by Berkshire Brothers, and there are a few that still have the David signs out there, but they're actually Berkshire Brothers. I mean, they're smaller, usually like in the remote areas. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, you don't have Sam's or Costco. We have Costco. We love Costco. That's where I love to go to Costco. Only for the good price stuff, though. Some of the stuff's just too high and expensive. Therefore, I go to Aldi's or Walmart and get the cheaper stuff.
Right.
I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap. But yeah, we had a busy, busy day, and you know, little man was with us, and he was chilling with us, having a good time, and we actually took breakfast to his mama who was at work, and he was
Aw.
all to see her. He was so happy, and he calls her. He knows how to work your phone. Let me tell you. I swear he must know my password on my phone too,
Mm-hmm. I'm sure he
and
did.
because I know he's not getting my fingerprint in it because I have the fingerprint or password. And
Mm-hmm.
he'll get on there and he knows he wants to call Papa. He'll call Papa. He wants Mom. He'll call Mom. Next thing I know, I'm here, and yeah, yeah, and he's smiling. And you look over and like he's talking to his mama. Hey, your mom's at work. What are you doing? Leave her alone. you know. Oh, a judge in your county brought in the Berkshire Brothers stores here. Cool. I do like going to the different ones because they have different sales. And like Berkshire Brothers usually has better sales than Berkshire's does. I don't know why, but they do. And they have that special of the week. You get something usually it's a really, really good price. Oh yeah. Yeah, because if you go to Walmart, Walmart doesn't have their own butcher either. That's like
No. Mm-mm.
and everything's prepackaged and shipped in.
Yep.
So, you got to go to an actual grocery store if,
Mm-hmm.
because back in the day, you used to be able to look, I sound like I'm old, You could go and you could get a roast, and if you wanted it cut, like a big pork roast, and you could have them cut into pork chops, whatever size you wanted. You tell them
Right.
how thick to cut it, they'll cut it and bag it up. There you go.
Mhm.
And any kind of meat that you want to cut, you can have them do it. Or if you wanted a certain cut of meat, they do it. Now it's hard to find good butchers.
We have we have some butcher shops, and I love going in there because you're
That's
getting
what,
quality stuff.
yeah, that's where you have to go for
Costs
that.
a little bit more, but it's worth it.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, I like Kroger too. Kroger's a nice little place to go to. Nice. Well, it's not so little. The ones they're putting in now are huge.
Mhm. Yeah, I went to Walmart one time and was going to get a pork tenderloin, but I wanted it cut for pork chops. And I asked
Mm.
the guy, he's like, "We don't do that here." I'm like, "Okay."
Like what? Yeah,
Mhm.
you gotta get in there and I don't know. It seems like if you want a good butcher, you gotta get the older guys. Because we had one young guy, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for some prime rib because we want to do prime rib for Christmas one year." He had
Mhm.
no clue what I was talking about.
That's
I
what
was
I
like,
had for the night.
prime rib, come on. And then he was clueless. I was like, "Oh gosh, where's your trainer? Who trained you to be a butcher? Can we talk to that person?" They'll probably know. But, he was really nice though. He was really sweet. It wasn't. He just didn't know. I guess it's just not something that they ask for a lot. It's probably don't. It's probably more like Christmas time. But they
Mhm.
did. Ironically, I did. We went in and they had in a box. You could get turkey, ham, or prime rib, and they had them boxed up. And I was
Mhm.
like, "Look, here's prime rib," but that guy didn't know what prime rib was. Like, oh, but they
Wow.
have. Mm, yeah, that's a nice place to go, LTT. The little family-owned meat markets. They are the good ones to go to.
Mhm.
We got a new one in town that opened up, little meat market. My husband said it's more expensive, but it's really good stuff.
Mhm.
And boys like to go there. They're like, oh, fascinated with it. Little man said, "Mom, look, that's the one Dad went to. That's the meat market. Costs more, but it's really good." Yeah, I know.
Mhm. Hey,
Hey,
Terminal
Dad,
Dora.
this is late for a change. We're just hanging out on this Friday night. My kids have a big old get together, hanging out tonight out there. So I'm gonna go in here and go chat with some people. They're out there just hanging. My son's girlfriend is here visiting, and I said, "Did you bring him with you?" When she's not even in this state. And she's like, "No. What you doing here
No.
without him?" She said, "I'm just coming to hang with the fam." I said, "Okay." So I was talking to her about her birthday gift that he had gotten her, and I said, "I wanted a picture of it," and da 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 da. And he got her this big blanket. He had it made for her with pictures of them,
Oh my
different pictures.
gosh.
It was so cool. And then she told me, "Oh yeah, he also got me a Build-A-Bear with a little navy suit on and a little voice thing inside says 'I love you' in his voice, so she
Oh
could see."
my gosh. You
It's pretty
trained
sweet.
him right.
That's my baby right there. That's my baby. He's so sweet.
Mhm.
I'm like,
That's
"Aw,
adorable.
I know. That's sweet." Uh, she seems like a nice girl.
Mhm.
She's really sweet. So, and she's coming over and hanging out when he's not here. So that's promising. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hanging out with his brother and his sister. They're out there.
Yeah.
Kind of, hang out and chill and chat and have fun. I'm sure they'll be out there pretty late.
Right.
They don't have to work tomorrow. So, as far as I know, I don't think they do. But we did. Oh, that was the other thing we went and picked up. Did I already say that? We picked up the log splitter.
Splitter, yeah.
Yeah. And I did say this too, because we have all those logs and stuff we got to cut, all the trees.
Mm-hmm.
I said I gotta get out there and start cutting them. And I told my husband, I was like, yeah, I need to take some of the logs and cut them. And he's like, for what? And I says, because you can sell those.
Yep.
And just so oh, I tell you what, my son looks and he's like, yeah, mom, and who's gonna do that? You're gonna go out there and cut it? I said, give me that chainsaw, I'll go do it.
That's right.
So we had to turn it on, which I've used a chainsaw before, but um, my husband says, no, I'd rather not do that. I'll just cut it for you. What? It's like, I know I cut and burn myself every time I'm in the kitchen. It's okay. I'll be all right with the saw. But yeah, so I was thinking I'm going to do that and take some of those and dry them and make sure they don't crack, because that's one of the big problems is people have cracking them. Um, don't rush the drying process. That's all I'm going to say. But it's like, hey, they're like, what do you need that for? I said, people use them for like centerpieces for weddings and stuff like that, and for your table or whatever. Oh, she chewing on some carrot. That's so sweet. Yeah, well, I found some more Halloween candy out there. I found a Jolly Rancher, some Whoppers, which haven't been torn into yet, and what was the other thing? A Dum Dum lollipop, two sticks and paper, and it was something else. Oh, a Snickers bar. One of those little tiny ones, the little bite-sized one.
Mm-hmm.
And every bit of them were Maple Jane.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I said, "Dadgummit." Oh my gosh. Hey, you could tell by the teeth marks.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, please. I said, you are going to be sick. She's fine. She has got a stomach of iron, I tell you.
Yeah, because she eats
Yeah,
all them carcasses.
I know. I know. I don't know. They had something. They had something the other day, Charlie girl. I don't know what it was. I don't want to know. I just know it was furry.
Oh.
I don't know. It's what they do though. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shepherds they do it. Oh, you would cut your leg? Yeah, LTT. That's probably what my husband's thinking. He knows it'll be an emergency room trip for sure. Give me a chainsaw. You cut yourself when you're trying to peel carrots and cut some cucumber. What are you gonna do with the chainsaw? Well, maybe I get rid of this. Well, I wouldn't say. If I accidentally cut my foot off, the pain wouldn't go away. I'd still have phantom pains, and that would be absolutely horrible. You
Right.
know? Oh
That's
my
like the
goodness.
time that I had gotten a pampered chef. Are they called mandolins? Where it has they're
Uh,
flat and have a blade, and you like
oh,
take. Yeah.
yes.
So I had bought one, and my husband was making dinner, and he was cutting potatoes. Well, it has a guard. He was not using the guard, and I said, "You're going to cut your finger off." So he didn't listen. He continued, but he didn't cut himself. So he was he was frying the potatoes, and I looked and I said, "That is not enough potatoes." So I said, "Here, let me just cut up a couple more." Well, guess who didn't use the guard?
Uh, Sorry, girl. Ugh,
Yep,
those things are bad. They're scary.
they are. They're horrible. I said,
Mm.
never again.
Yeah, yeah, I'll change all that.
Oh,
Yeah, LTT. See, LTT's like me. She cuts herself with the apple cutter and the watermelon slicer. Hello.
Hmm.
And that's with the sharp edges going down. What the heck?
And I hate using a grater because I'm like, there's no way
Oh,
I can do this without
uh,
scraping my
mm.
knuckle.
That's why I tried that, and yeah, I don't like using it. That's why I think, forget it. I'm getting the food processor out and just do it that way.
Hmm.
The
Yeah, well, it's a
cheese,
lot quicker too.
I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
And you
Yeah,
weren't covered in carrot juice.
yeah. So, like when I had the grate cheese, I don't grate the cheese. If I'm not gonna get the food processor out, I don't do it. I have my husband do it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, Dree, I did the same thing years ago. I still have the big old scar on my thumb.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, big old thing. This is years ago, and
Yeah,
I
I got
had
the scarf
cutting.
up from that mandolin,
Mm-hmm.
and it was my
Well,
thumb.
yeah, well, mine. I had a big old chunk of it out, and I ended up having to leave work because it wouldn't stop bleeding. It was bad.
Mm.
Oh no. Yes, I was real careful after that. Oof, it's bad. But I also,
Mm-mm-mm.
same job. I have another scar on my finger where I had a big old knife and sliced it when I was opening a big old block of mozzarella cheese when I worked at the Italian eatery.
Mhm.
Oh, I still don't even know how I did that one. I'm like, oh my gosh. Ugh, I'm always doing something. Yeah. I look forward to cooking. Oh, yeah. That's like when the doctor says to me, I had to go on the
Mhm.
blood thinners. It's like, yeah, you got to take these the rest of your life. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's whatever. Wow, right? And he goes, I know it doesn't seem, it's that much fun, but it's like, oh, it's no big deal. And he goes, well, you're gonna have to be careful, if you hit your head hard, anything like that. He's going through all these things, right? Telling you this is what you're gonna have to do, blah blah blah, whatever. And he's gonna try not to cut yourself in the kitchen, just be cautious. And I just looked at him and I said, you just don't know me very well, do you? He goes, oh. And
Oh, bless your heart, Archangel. Whew. Mm-mm-mm.
That's still good. That's still good.
Oh. Oh.
Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, Lord, Dree. Said she lost so much
Oh,
blood. Whew.
oh, good golly, guys, what's going on? Mm, mm, mm. Oh, the devil said her boss wouldn't let her leave.
Bullshit.
The bullshit.
Bullshit.
I'm going to get some help.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. I'm out of here. Yeah, I've just got to be careful in the kitchen. I'm not trying to butcher myself any more than I already have through this life. I wonder.
I burn myself more than I cut myself.
I do that too. I cut myself and I burn myself. I mean, it's every holiday. I mean, it's bad. Like every time I'm baking, every time,
Mm-hmm.
guaranteed, I'm going to have a burn on my hand from the oven or, you know, something stupid with the hot pan or something.
Mm-hmm.
Steam burns are shitty too. I hate those. Uh,
Or those steam burns, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, turtle dove, you got to be careful.
Oh, wow.
Just more of a nuisance, when you cut yourself. I mean, it takes longer to stop bleeding. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
The clotting issue isn't. Seems like they could find a happy medium. Like, couldn't they do it where, okay, well, your blood clot's too much, so Instead of just wiping out your clotting, you just back
Oh
it up to
shit.
clots when, the amount it's supposed to.
Turtle dove. Ow.
Ooh, yeah, that hurts. Oh, you couldn't stitch it. It was too late. Yeah. Yeah, you got to make sure you get in there in time to have them stitch it up. Mm, yeah. Just be careful in the kitchen, guys. Be careful in the kitchen or anywhere you're at with sharp knives. Like I said, when I get that log splitter going, um, wish me luck on that. I'm gonna make sure I
Mhm.
keep my feet out of the way.
Yeah, don't fall on it like my brother did.
Oh
Mm.
no, LTT, that's
Damn.
a horrible joke. Oh my gosh, that is not something to play with. Look, oh my gosh. Oh,
Ah.
holy day. Yeah, the parents are gonna teach you
Oh
not.
my God. That's horrible.
Ooh, hold on, that's something. 170ish. Ooh. Well, that's better than one. Did you see that, Charlie girl?
What?
So John has AF, so he has to take tablets twice a day for his heart rate is about 170ish. I said, well, that's better than one.
Oh, right, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, plant, yeah, I would imagine. Plant shut down. He's shooting 1 million. So I bet he, yeah.
Mhm. Ooh, Lord have mercy. What the hell were they thinking?
Yeah, well, that's just ridiculous. Well, yeah, I wasn't thinking much at the time. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just Don said hubby had a bad cut and super glued it. Apparently, he picked that up in the military. Yeah. Turtle dove, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, the military, they've got that stuff now where, I don't remember what it's called. It's like super glue.
Yeah,
So
it's
if you
called
have a,
ditch, I think.
yeah, well, it's meatier than that though. Like if you have
Oh,
a really
okay.
bad wound,
Mm-hmm.
liquid stitch, like if you have a little cut, you can put that on there. It's good. But it's this thing that they can put in the wound and it can close it up until you can get to
Oh, okay.
a facility that can handle you and take care of you.
Yeah.
You always got that sass, or we never let our sass go, okay? Always keep the sass. Super glue is better than duct tape. Yeah, super glue it, let it dry, put a little duct tape on. You're good to go. Double it up. Mm-mm-mm. You save money
Iverson
doing.
still in here?
She hadn't typed in a while. She probably sleeping now. Why, did she super glue something together?
I don't know. I just thought she might come up.
Oh yeah. I don't know. She's been real quiet. But we got the. I know my son had to have his head super glued together.
Mm.
And he hit the bed.
Oh.
Remember I was telling him he hit the bed frame.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, he goes to the ER more than any other kid I got. I'm like, come on,
I
what are
know
you
my
doing?
youngest did too. And I worked at the hospital and I said, thank God y'all know me because y'all done turned me in by now.
I know,
I
right? I'm
was
like, oh my
all the
gosh.
time getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
He wrapped in a little turtle dove, man. Look, he should have got in with just Dawn's husband. He could have super glued that shit instead of doing
Mhm.
electrical tape. Wrapped it in electrical tape. Well, I guess you got to do what you got to do. Whatever you got handy.
Yeah.
You know? Whatever you got to use it. Mm-mm. Can you imagine just walking around with electrical tape? Mm, I don't know. Just duct tape. Well, you got to use what you got to use. Sometimes band-aids just aren't enough.
Mm-mm.
So if you got to put a big old roll of paper towels around you and duct tape it on there, you got to do what you got to do.
Bubble wrap.
Hmm. Well, bubble wrap was what we should have probably used to begin with. We wouldn't be having to use duct tape and paper towels.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Always busting your head open. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I mean, my kids, they can do some doozies, man. And this is one thing. I'm always kind of like, I don't want my kids hurt, right? I don't think any parent does. But I'm always kind of relieved when they do actually hurt themselves at school, because a lot of their, incidents has happened in school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, like what does happen in school? School, you know.
Right.
I mean, like my son, when my 23-year-old, when he had his broke his leg um, in two places in football, it was bad, and that was at school. It was at a school function,
Mm-hmm.
football game, you know. Then just a couple weeks later, his sister, my 24-year-old, she this was their eighth and ninth grade year. He was eighth grade, she was ninth grade. She had gone and she was playing golf frisbee. She was in ROTC,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing that, and she ended up breaking her hand and having to go in a cast.
Oh
So
my
I had two,
gosh.
I had two kids in cast. I got a picture of them too. It was like, look, one in with the leg and the other's in the hand. It's like, oh my gosh, oh, this is just wonderful. But it was both done, at school. So I'm like, all right, cool, and like, like both of them, B broke his finger last year at school.
Mm-hmm.
And just broke, well, he didn't break it, but he messed up the tendons in it. And that was at
Is
school.
it the same finger?
No,
Okay.
no. And the police officer did it.
Yep.
That's what he
And
told
he was so proud when he came in to tell you, look, the police officer broke my finger.
me. He was throwing the football. I told him,
Mhm.
you should listen to him. You won't have to break your fingers. He's like, Mom. He was throwing the football.
Right.
But again, it was at school. So I'm like, okay, cool. That works for me. Like,
Right.
where to happen at school. So at this point in time, I'm looking pretty shiny, but the
Mhm.
school not looking so good.
Not so much.
About it. What are y'all doing? Kids just being kids playing and having a good time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get hurt. Of course, I was playing tetherball with the kids last night. I got whacked in the head with
Well,
the
you said
tetherball.
you were going to.
Ah, lead day. Well, it wasn't dark out, so I didn't see it glowing. That's what happened. And it,
Yeah.
it came around and it boom. I was like, oh man. I was trying to stop it, and I was having to fix something. And anyways, I got hit in the head. But then we were playing basketball, and they had four basketballs out, and there's five of them. Well, six, because little man was out there too. My grandson was out there.
Mm-hmm.
And he went and he made his shot, and I said, "Okay, throw it back to the one who doesn't have one." So he turns around to L, and he goes and he chucks it. And as skinny as he is, that boy he could throw. Okay,
Uh-huh.
he threw that basketball, and he'd even yelled at him. Hey, here's coming in, and boom, hits him right smack in the head. Did not
Oh
see
my
it coming
God.
at all. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes and grabs the ball and makes a shot. But I mean, it whacked him in the head so hard. I said, "Oh my gosh," like
Mm.
guys. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, they need to all be
Okay,
wrapped
I'm
in
gonna admit something here. I've
what?
never played tetherball, so I don't know how you play it.
Oh, you've never played tetherball.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Unless we called it something different.
well, I don't know what else you would have called it. I
How do you
only
play
ever. It's on a like we have a tire. You have a base, right? It's a tire, concrete with a pole.
it? Mm-hmm.
Or if you're at a park, you're like at school, it was just in the ground. Um, and it's just a pole, and you have a hook on the top of it and it's a like a volleyball on a rope,
Okay.
and you stand on one side and the other person stands on the other, and you have to hit it back and forth, and the goal is to get it
Oh,
wrapped
okay.
all the way around, and you win.
Yeah, I've never played that before. I've seen people
So
play it.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. The
Yeah.
goal is if you hit it higher above their head, so that it goes high and low, then
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Um, because they can't reach it, but when it comes back down to you, you can hit it around again, and you just have to make sure you keep hitting it up,
Yeah.
so you wrap it, and get it going fast enough. I like to. Uh,
A little healthy competition, huh?
yep. Yep.
She's very competitive, y'all.
I know. And well, we got the stuff for the volleyball net too.
Mm-hmm.
We can set it up now that it's cooler. We need to set that up. We do badminton and volleyball. So much fun.
Yep.
You got the And of course, like I said, we just got tires, the concrete, and the poles, and then you
Mm-hmm.
just hook the nets to it, and boom. We're high class here. We're real high class. we got
Right.
what you need. We got you covered. We get you that tire with concrete pole, honey, and then we get the we get the dolly out and move them.
Oh, do
That's
you?
Yeah, that's what they did. They're like, oh, well, we got to move this, and the one that we needed was back behind the shop, which the RV is there, and a friend of ours' van was sitting in front of the RV sideways because the alternator went out and they were waiting on the alternator to come in and they had to replace it tonight. Well,
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't get the thing out. We had to move the van and then pull it out. And I was just going to like tilt it and roll it. And they're like, no,
Mm-hmm.
we'll get the dolly out. So they got the dolly and they're pulling it around. Where do you want it? They just set it over there and we'll move it.
Right.
Oh, you have it on a spring. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, the tether ball is not on a spring. It's just hooked to the top and you have to wrap it around. That was popular. It was a popular game back when I was in school.
Yeah.
There was a lot,
Some people
well,
play it on TV, but never really knew what it was.
they played it in Napoleon Dynamite.
That I haven't seen.
Napoleon, boom! I know. He plays it. It's like, there's the tetherball game. Look at that. Oh, LTT played it, see? An awesome movie called The Castle. Let's move this card to get to that card, etc. Oh, yeah, that's about what it is around here, Jordan. It's nothing around here is ever straightforward. Usually, it's like you got to do this and this. Oh, well, we got to. It's always a lot of fun. But once we get it all set up and going, we always have fun.
All right.
And we got that RV back there now, and we'll have to remind my husband that he said he would do the floor area that we needed to fix.
Yeah.
That one patch so that I could get in there and paint.
I thought you were going to
Um,
get in the hot tub.
oh, I never have. I didn't. Yeah,
You forgot.
yeah. No, I didn't forget. I just hadn't got in yet. It's nice and cool out, and I think 'cause my knees
Mhm.
and my back are pretty good, so I was like, oh, I'll get in there, and sit down and relax. Oh, you played hockey and netball. I never played hockey. I mean, we played hockey like in gym class, but I never played serious hockey or anything. Played basketball, cross country, band. I know, just on. I need to get in it because I did bump the heat up in it a couple days back because we had turned it down because it was so hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting cool. I'm gonna bump it up so I can be ready to get in there. It's like nice and cool tonight. Be perfect for it.
Yeah,
I'll
you
be
should
good.
see me and Shining and Iris. We look like synchronized swimmers. We would rotate from one jet to the next.
Yeah. Well, I have my fave. I have my one that I like the best, and
Yeah.
that's usually I plop myself and just sit. And, you know, I like to lay across the other one and have it going on my leg. Now, if I had to do it again, I'm telling you, I'd probably go ahead and get the one with the lay down part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And see, I didn't get it because we needed to sit more people around it.
Mhm.
And now I'm thinking, nope. If I'd do it again, I'd get the lay down part because very seldom do we have. I mean, I think the most people we've had in there is six, I believe.
Mhm.
I don't think we've ever had max capacity in there.
Right. I never thought about that turtle dove. Her Christmases are hot.
Yeah, because yours is opposite of ours,
Mhm.
which is weird, isn't it?
It is very weird.
That our Christmases are usually cooler. We don't, and it's funny though because we can have Christmas here can be really warm still.
Mhm.
Um, like yesterday it was nice and it was still warm, pretty warm out, and till the sun goes all the way down is when it starts getting cooler. Like it'll start getting a little bit cooler, but it doesn't really cool off real good until get a chill when the sun goes down. But usually our cold months are January, February.
Yeah.
Usually more February is
Yes,
the
when it
coolest.
gets the coldest here too.
Yeah, and then after that it's pretty usually hot again.
I watched
Oh,
a prediction video, and we're supposed to have like the entire U.S. is supposed to have a um, more than normal snowfall this year.
really?
Yeah.
Great.
So instead of your 4 flakes, you're going to get 6.
Right. Well, no, we did have Snowmageddon a couple years back. We got it. I mean, normally it's like it'll snow, but we have more ice issues.
Yes.
We,
And that
we
to
get
me is the worst thing.
it
I
is.
can drive in the snow all day long, but don't put me out there in no ice.
When you don't have control over the ice, it just shoo, you know. I mean, you get out there and everything is froze over.
Mm-hmm.
Step down and you just go sliding.
Yep.
You know, like oh my gosh. Oh, little devil, she's not here in Canada. Cold Christmas with turtle dove. Oh, 86. See, that's nice. Yeah, just on black ice is bad. Remember that last year? That was last year. Remember Charlie Girl when I had to drive out to Louisiana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was bad.
It was bad.
There was it holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. I don't know. And you see some people, I tell you what, this Okay, we had some snow. This was like, I don't know, I guess maybe 10 years or so ago, give or take a
Mhm.
couple years. And sitting there watching people going into Walmart. There was a slight incline and lots of ice. And the car goes up and it can't make it. It slides. Boom. Off to the side. Finally stops. Another car tries it. Boom. Off to the other side. There's 5 cars. Here comes the 6th car. Like, you idiots. Come on. What are you doing? Each one of them thought they were going to make it.
Mhm.
Each one of them did not.
Right.
Not just, did you not figure it out from looking at everybody else? Like, you think you're gonna, it was just comical to me. I was like, yeah, I can tell you, you probably, you've never lived anywhere but Texas, have you? And you are not used to ice or anything. All right. Like, oh no.
Yeah, just on, oh my gosh, black ice. Ooh,
Yeah,
I
it's bad.
hate it. I
Yeah.
won't go outside if if I know that there's black ice, because I fell walking in it and my head bounced like a damn basketball.
Mm. Well, you remember I tell you about that time we lived in Ohio
What?
and went off to go walk up to the bus stop because there was a few houses down at my friend's house.
Mhm.
I got up, I walked out, I walked around, went out the back door, went all the way around the house. And now I think about it, I don't understand why we walked out the back door instead of just walking out the front door. I don't know. Anyways, so walk all the way around the house, I walk through the yard, and I go walk across the sidewalk because it was on a hill, you know. And it's like, choo, 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 boom! That's it.
Mm,
I slammed to the ground. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't realize the whole sidewalk was nothing but ice, you know.
right.
So I finally get up, you know, which I had to kind of crawl over to the snow to be able to get back up. And I continue on. I walk down there. I'm standing out there, and then my friend sticks her head out the door, and she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Waiting here for the bus." And you know, she goes, "There's no school today."
Ah,
I go,
shit.
"What?" I know. She said it's been canceled. And I was like, "What? Really?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." I said, "Well, now I have to go back home." You know, and I told her what happened. I busted out on the ice, and she starts, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." You know, but that morning, my okay, you know, when you go outside and it's so cold, your nose freezes.
Yep.
Yeah. My nose is frozen. I couldn't. My nose,
The
that should have
snot
been.
in your nose freezes.
No, I didn't. No, no, no. I didn't have snot in my nose. Maybe very little. No, my nose. This is how cold it was, because in
Mhm.
Ohio they never cancel school unless it is too cold to go.
Mhm.
Too cold to go. It was very very cold that day. So I go traipsing on back home. And when I got there to the house, I made sure I did not step on that sidewalk.
Mhm.
Nope, not doing it. You know, expecting tell my mama they don't have school today. She goes, "Oh, okay." Thought I wiped out over there. Don't step on the sidewalk.
Right. Yeah, I was taking the trash out to the road, and um was supposed to have already been out there, and I was afraid that we'd miss the trash truck, and so here I go, and then just 1 foot on that pavement, and here I go back, and wasn't smart enough to let go of the trash can. I thought the trash can was going to stop me from falling. Oh no, the trash can fell on top of me.
Did you do like my little man did and get up and someone looking at you smiling and you say, "Not today, please. Not today."
No, I screamed so loud my neighbors came out to see what happened.
Oh no.
And I just laid there. I thought, am I dead?
Oh no, you're not. You're
Well,
not.
I
You're still.
made it back inside and I called my mother-in-law and I said, "Will you please take me to the ER? I think I got a concussion."
Oh,
It was horrible.
mm. You know that hurts when you hit that ground.
Uh-huh.
I know my son, my 23-year-old, back at the old house. We had. I got a picture of him too when it was snowy and icy out.
Mhm.
I don't know why. I just God, my husband had decided that it would be a good time to go and get the water bottles filled up.
Oh,
And
Lord.
yeah, we when we had the house built, we picked the lot, right? And
Mhm.
the lot was kind of like it's an incline, it was on a small hill. And so the driveway was sloped. And he goes out carrying water bottle in each hand, it's empty, because they're going to fill them up. And he hits that driveway and boom, he goes
Mhm.
flying, but he never let go of those water bottles.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, you could have let the water bottles go. He's, he's like, "Are
I
you
think it
okay?"
happens so fast you can't even think about letting go of whatever you're holding.
Yeah. Well, it's probably self-preservation of some kind. If I hold
Yeah.
on to something, it's gonna stop me.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah, I just said, "Oh no." We still talk about that because it wasn't funny because he could have gotten hurt, but he didn't because he had his coat on and his hat and stuff. But he just ding. Oh no, poor guy.
Yeah.
You're so cute. Oh, winters can be brutal. But the last time we had the Snowmageddon a couple years ago. We had the old kayak out there,
Mhm.
and in Ohio, people had snowmobiles,
Mhm.
and you see people skiing down the roads in the wintertime. They'll hook up on the snowmobiles and go, and then you pull somebody on their skis, and right, go down to
Mhm.
the river and go ice skating. You don't have to have ice skates; just go with your shoes. Could never tell
Yeah.
my mom when I did that because you're gonna fall through the ice.
Oh,
Ah,
Lord, yeah.
it's so cold. It is solid, frozen. It's frozen solid, and it wasn't real high or anything, anyways. But um, here we don't have that because we don't have snow, so we don't need snowmobiles or skis or I mean anything like that. We have ski doos that go on the water. That's the kind of
Oh
stuff we
my
got.
gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, kayaks. We have water sports. That's because that's our weather. We could still go out kayak right now.
Right.
Beautiful during the day. Well, because we've got this older kayak, and the kids want. We don't really have sleds. We don't really sell them around here because
Right.
again, we don't really have that weather. So what my husband did was he took the side by side and hooked that kayak up for the kids and dragged it along with the dragged it down the road and all around the property and stuff, sitting in the kayak like it's a sled. You know, snow. It's got a video. Snow is just flying up in their faces, and they're like, "Ah!"
Oh
And they
Lord.
were all bundled up. Well, we also take the kayak mudding too. It's an old kayak.
Yeah.
And so we take it mudding when it rains. We
Oh, I
either
bet
hook
that
up
was
the tire.
fun.
Yeah, we hook up the kayak or the tire, and
Mhm.
you get you go all over the property, just getting all muddy and everything. Whew. But that's where we don't have a lot of snow, so we don't get a benefit
Right.
from skiing. You know, so what we do. We improvise. Let's
Right?
get the old kayak out here.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure there's no copperhead rolled up in there anywhere. We're good.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Store those suckers upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Check it again. The newer, the new one that my son has, he has that hung up in the garage, so he's
Yeah.
got the rack, And that one they didn't take snowing, but they did the old one. You just pile the kids in it and go. Eh. But that was a pretty good snowfall because we had it stuck around for over a week.
Wow.
I was where they shut down the interstates and stuff were all shut down, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was brutal. And I was working down in Beaumont area, and it took me a really long time to get there because it just started coming in, and it took me a really long time to get home. It took me even longer.
Right.
So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, you're gonna have to pay me extra for this drive time. And they did, but I was like, every year I end up getting stuck in that nasty weather, having to
Mm.
drive. Like, daggum it. But yeah, that one took a long time to get home, and whew, my poor car was hitting that snow that's up in the middle of the road and everything, chucking along. Mm-mm-mm. So hopefully this year we don't have.
Well, the forecast says otherwise.
Well, that's for your area. I'm not worried
No, no,
about it in
no,
my.
no. I watched a video where they showed um, the different levels of who's going to get what, and they said that the whole United States is going to get above average snowfall.
Okay, well, that's our average is pretty much zero most of the time.
You're going to get 6 flakes.
Yeah, like you said, 6 flakes. That's all we're gonna worry about.
Hmm.
That's all we claiming. Okay, we're not gonna claim no more. That's gonna be it. I don't like that. I don't do. Mm-mm. I'm gonna have to move down to Florida or something. I don't like that snow. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I'll pass. It's a hard no for me. When it snows, I bundle up. I got the heater out there, my buzzing heater all the time. The buzzes.
Uh-huh.
But we got we got the big heater now, the big tall one.
Yep, those are nice.
hmm Let the cold weather come. I'm still gonna
Right.
have the nice tropics right here on my porch. Watch me. You're like, aren't you cold? No, man, it's nice and toasty up here.
Right. I'm so sorry, y'all.
That's all right. I know it's getting late.
Yeah.
All right, take my medicine. I think I'm gonna get off of here and go get in the hot tub for a little bit and
Yeah.
try and
I
get
think I'm
my
gonna go wash
muscles
my eyelids.
and watch them eyelids. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I am tired.
I'm tired too, but that's because my husband got me up at dark 30 this morning. Like, you're dealing with a night shift person here. I'm
Right.
stuck in night shift, and looks like it's gonna be like that for a little bit. So, I'm like, hey, don't mess with me on my night shift now. Yeah, well, I could go by myself. Could you really? Would you? You wouldn't do that.
Oh, her husband's already in the hot tub, just on.
Ooh, all right. Going in spirit. There you go. Rhonda says it's not late, it's early.
Oh.
early. Well, I got up at 7 this morning after staying up pretty late.
Mm,
I didn't have a nap or nothing today.
wow. Don't fall asleep in the hot tub.
Uh, I mean, good. Oh my goodness. Oh
All
yeah,
right.
there's
Well,
still.
I
Okay.
will jump down so you can say goodbye.
Okay. All right. Good night, Charlie girl. Love you.
Good night, everybody. Have a good night and love you all.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. Just a little chit chat, a little tiny bit of talk about a little drama, you know. But thank you for joining us and chit chatting. And y'all have a great Saturday, guys. We're heading into the weekend. LTT, your last day of work tomorrow. Woo-woo. All right, y'all have a great one. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me, you can't lock me down. I will not lay down my arms. Ready to be covered in scars. Cause I will always be a warrior. Late nights, get lost, hard work, the cost. Can't quit, can't stop. This world all cut off. Don't have time to waste, not now. Need to find a way to get out. Cause I'm gone, indeed. Get lost in the weeds. You know it's all about the conquest. What's next? You gotta put the work in like you're obsessed. Think about what you want, what's your future? What kind of person would it take to seduce her? So what's next? Be obsessed with winning and your success. Make progress, this life is never promised. So feel blessed, live life, don't be too cautious. Trust the process. In too deep, I'll never quit. I wanna see this through. Yeah, I'm all in, and I will hold my head up high. Got what it takes to fight and survive. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't stop me, you can't stop me now. Yeah, I will always be a warrior. You can't lock me,